get loud about why everyone who can get here by car, by plane, by horse, by boat, whatever they got to do, should come to the ASCEND Agent Expo.
Good morning. Welcome to another Motivational Monday. My name is Matthew Hodge, Executive Vice President here at LPT Realty. I'm joined by Robert Palmer, Founder and CEO. Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm a little casual today, gearing up for FallCon and ASCEND Expo, so just kind of laid back today.
Yeah, I could not sleep last night. I feel like so excited that this week has finally been here. As you guys know, we have been putting a lot of work into this, but more importantly, we have the opportunity to see you in person. And that is always super exciting for me. And I also just want to give a shout out. I saw Carlos put in there, this is his first Motivational Monday.
That's
he
awesome.
just joined LPT. He's joining us from Mexico City. Welcome, brother. We are happy to be with you this morning. So what are we doing this week, man? We just talking about FallCon. We're getting people excited, giving them a preview of what's to come.
Yeah, and I guess less about FallCon and more about the Agent Expo.
Yeah.
So like FallCon we've been talking about since March.
Okay.
And FallCon is, I mean, I think there's like a handful of tickets. I keep adding tables. Like we keep selling out, and I'm like, all right, we can fit like 2 more tables.
Yeah, squeeze them in.
We can fit like 2 more tables in the room. So I think there's literally like, I don't know, Levy, what's at a table? Like 7 people, 6 people? 7. So there's like 14 tickets left maybe. I mean, the 2 last tables got stuck in the corners in case some people want to jump in and come to FallCon, which is going to be awesome because we're going to do the 3 certifications, which I have 2 of the FallCon certification books in my backpack. So I want to show those off today on Motivation Monday. But anyway, that's FallCon. But then we have the Agent Expo that we added at kind of the last minute, which is the free event where we're crushing it. And so in like, I don't know, in traditional RP style, like, I don't know, a month ago, I'm like, hey.
Build an entire world.
Like FallCon got really easy and everybody's coming and they're excited and the certifications are ready to go. So why don't we do this Expo thing too? And so we're going to talk about the Expo probably more today than FallCon because FallCon's kind of, like FallCon is what it is.
Yeah.
Like you're either coming in 48 hours and you're going to be a part of FallCon with us, or you now have the opportunity to come in for the free ASCEND Agent Expo. As I was saying, limited tickets left from the last couple of tables that we added in the wings at FallCon, which is 4 days with the 3 certifications. I'm going to show my books off here in just a minute. And then we added in the ASCEND Agent Expo, which is free for all agents. And so that's anyone with LPT, that's anyone with any brokerage. What's fantastic about this is we're now trying to get the momentum up. And so the first thing I'm gonna ask you guys to do is, this is the link to the Agent Expo like Facebook event, all right? And I have this pulled up on my phone right now. And so if you go to it right now and say you're either going or thinking about it, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to shout you out live here on Motivation Monday. Anybody from LPT who is going to the free expo, right? And so if you're going to FallCon, you're already registered for the free expo. It's right next door. But I still want you to go onto the Facebook page so that everybody else knows that you're going to the free expo. Because when we have other agents who are like, oh, I wonder if people are actually going to show up to RP's crazy expo, I want them to go on our Facebook page and see that there are lots of people going to our crazy expo. So if you can scan that or you can click on that and go ahead and let everybody know that you're going. Or if you're not going, at least mark you're interested, just so we can get a really huge number of people on this Facebook event so it looks really cool to the outside world. The expo is just Thursday and Friday. So FallCon is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The expo is just Thursday and Friday. Again, it is free to all agents. We have over 100 confirmed speakers, sponsors, and vendors just for the expo. Now, a lot of these folks are speaking at FallCon as well, but we have 100 speakers, sponsors, and vendors just for the expo. So we threw together a pretty big event in a short amount of time for the expo, which will be happening next door to FallCon. And again, all of our FallCon attendees are going to have time between breakout sessions to go hang out over in the expo. Because originally the expo was going to be like a small thing just for our FallCon attendees. And we're like, you know what? We got space. Let's blow the doors off of this thing. So a lot of amazing sponsors. You can see we've got great speakers on there. We got amazing folks from LPT, and then we've got folks not from LPT. So we got a really good mix of speakers on the expo stage, which is in addition to what we're doing for the certifications over at FallCon. So really making this into a fantastic event. I see lots of folks commenting. We got We got Greg Sloan posting. I saw Deb Scott in there. Amy Fleck, Diana. We got all kind of people reacting to the event. So keep that coming. Keep hitting the event. We're going to have a whole lot of fun at the expo. All right. And again, the expo stage is going to be lit up basically whenever the main stage isn't lit up at FallCon, we're going to have the expo stage lit up next door. All right. We do have a special guest. So I kept this one under the hood a little bit, but Jeff Glover will be speaking at FallCon. He's over there on the right by the FallCon logo. He'll be speaking at FallCon on Saturday, helping me with the in-person influencer certification. And then he's sending one of his amazing coaches, Andy Nelson, to speak at the Agent Expo. So the free Agent Expo, you've got Andy Nelson from Glover U. At FallCon, you've got Jeff Glover coming in on Saturday. So again, a lot of really exciting stuff coming up this week. So whether you're going to the free Agent Expo or you're going to both because you bought a FallCon ticket, or you're going to snatch up one of those last 14 FallCon tickets from the extra tables that I had Matt Levy like wheel in at the last moment so that we could fit a few more folks in there, because I don't like to tell anybody no. And I've also noticed that we have a very last-minute crowd.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who so I tell our team this a lot. If we didn't have last minutes, I would have no minutes at all. Right? Like I live in the realm between like last possible time to pull something amazing off.
And totally impossible to pull it off.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good sense of that. And so what I find is I have a lot of people that share that with me here at LPT, because like tickets flying off the shelves like the day after the deadline, and like we're sold out and there's people still buying. I'm like, let's add more tables. So handful of tickets left for FallCon. But again, what I really want everybody to focus on now is the free Agent Expo. And we want to get everybody there. If you've got anybody who has remotely been interested in LPT, wants to learn about LPT, bring them into Orlando for the free Agent Expo. We actually have 13 LPT booths. So there's going to be, close to 100 booths because not every sponsor did a booth, not every speaker did a booth, but we're right around 100 booths, a little under 100 booths, and 13 of those are us. And so people are going to be able to come through the free Agent Expo, and they're going to be able to see listing power tools. They're going to see the home buyer workbooks. They're going to see all of the stuff, that they would get if they were an LPT agent. So I think it's a really cool way. A lot of our state brokers are going to be there. Yeah. So here's the expo hall. This is the free Agent Expo layout. So you can see the stage there in the back corner. We've got all the booths laid out, so that way even if people are mingling through the booths, they can still hear the speaker who's on the stage. We got some chairs up there. You can see over on the left, we've got the schedule, which you can see the full schedule at the actual website. You can see there on Friday, amazing folks like Jessica Starr, Bobby Moats, Marissa Canario, David Lewis. You got Norquis Fernandez and Ricky Miller, a lot of Joe Marr. We got all kind of fantastic folks coming on to the stage at the Agent Expo. The expo is just in person. FallCon, we are recording. FallCon, there was the virtual ticket available, but the expo is really about getting here in person, getting in front of folks, meeting them, touching them, seeing the products and the books and the direct mail and the luxury collections and the listing collections and all the cool stuff that we do. So if you are anywhere within driving distance, I expect to see you at one of the 2 days. And then if you're not within driving distance, I still have a really high expectation to see you, because it's an easy way to hop down here. We're doing the free expo event. And so I think it's really cool that the agents who made the investment in FallCon are able to be over here, getting the 3 certifications, really focused on 4 days of educational content. But then when we break out of that, for our expo time, we're now going to be surrounded by way more of our LPT family and way more other agents from around the country who want to come learn about LPT. And so make sure you spread the word. I think we've got a slide for it. We're putting a graphic up on main stage. If you want to go save the graphic and post it about the expo, I think the best thing to do is just share the event on Facebook, because I want to see how successful this mission is going for us.
See.
My hope is we would get to I'd say 1,000 people, but let me see how we're doing. We're up to 300. We started the day at a little over 110, 120.
Okay.
So 180 of you so far have helped me out and gone and commented or marked going or interested. So let's do another round of that. Please visit the
if you buy
Facebook
now,
page. That's it. Just click now, going, interested, totally free. Help me get a bunch of interest in the Agent Expo. So if you are last minute coming in, there's still some hotel rooms. This is amazing to me. We have, we have probably 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 people, something like that we've got coming in between the different things. And there's only 300 people staying at the hotel. It's crazy. Like either a lot of local or people just hate the Orlando World Marriott Center, and everyone's like getting Airbnbs next door. Like, I don't know. We got plenty of hotel rooms left. So if you are coming in, you can grab a hotel room. I guess our LPT agents do not like Marriott hotels. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm going to do some.
We'll take
I'm
a poll.
going to take a poll. I personally like the Marriott. I think it's a fantastic venue. I'm staying there. I'm excited. You know, I live like 30 minutes away, and I'm going to be staying on site at the hotel because it's been $160 million upgrading this amazing hotel. So anyway, if you do need a room, if you're just a last-minute booker, I think that's it. I think some people are like literally tonight,
I'll show up.
Going to FallCon. Where am I going to stay? It's Monday. I'm flying in on Wednesday. Let me find a room. So that QR code will get you our hotel block. And it's funny because we negotiated so hard to get this really low rate for the hotel. Like, I remember like when we were doing this it was probably like December, January last year, when Levy was negotiating, I'm like, no, man, you got to do better on the hotel room. Like, our agents have to be able to stay on site. Like, I know when I go to a conference, I love to be in the conference hotel because then you get all like the conversations going on and like the lobby bar, like just catching people at the Starbucks in the lobby and all that stuff. And so we like negotiated to get the rate down. And then everybody's like, meh, we're going to go stay somewhere else. So we'll know for next year. Next year, I'm going to be like, hey, hotel, you charge us whatever you want. Like, give me a better deal on the food. You can charge whatever you want for the rooms. Our agents don't like the hotels.
One, we have to have a call. We're probably going to do like a 6:30 a.m. workout one of those days.
Okay.
So we're going to blow that little gym out. But real quick, market update. Things have been a little more stable, it seems like, over the last couple of weeks. Like, we had that fluctuation after the Fed meeting. Like, what are we seeing now?
Yeah, so it's interesting. We the 10-year Treasury has been very, very stable, which is good. So part of that is because with the government shutdown, we can't get the jobs report.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you there's something else interesting that doesn't happen during a government shutdown. The SEC doesn't review submissions for IPOs during the government shutdown. So they're like getting behind right now, which we're having to take into account with some of our plans potentially. So that was another, like, I'm so mortgage guy focused. I'm like, oh, well, Fannie and Freddie are okay, and we know flood insurance is going to be a problem. I'm like, oh, the SEC is shut down right now. They're not looking at anybody's applications who wants to take a company public. Super interesting to know. So that's going on. But there was no jobs report because the Department of Bureau and Labor Statistics is not reporting right now. They say they're going to report jobs before the end of the month. And so that's good. I think they're going to like bring people back from furlough just to work on the jobs report because we recognize we need that data so the Fed can make a good decision, all this stuff going on. We've seen pretty quiet in the markets. Now, there was a big kind of crypto flash crash on Friday. I don't know if you followed this, like single biggest day of Bitcoin liquidation ever. Bitcoin had like I think it was a $20,000 or $25,000 candle, which means the range of trading. It was an insane day for crypto on Friday. And that actually brought mortgage rates down a little bit. I think it was like a little flight to safety. So some people who got, either afraid of getting burned in that kind of crypto flash crash on Friday, because we saw the 10-year Treasury go down and perform a little better. So it's insane. But the markets are definitely waiting to see. There was some comments about potential Chinese tariffs going up, and so we're just watching and waiting. But overall, we have had a lot of stability, which is good. Like, we need stability. We need rates to come down. We need rates to stay stable. The thing we don't need is a bunch of home buyers, like, getting off the fence or people listing their house, and then 2 weeks later, rates go crazy up, and then everybody pulls back, and there was like this whiplash, like whipsaw effect going on. So I am happy that things have been consistent. Obviously, we want rates to get lower. We're going to talk a lot about this at FallCon. We're going to talk a lot about this at the ASCEND Agent Expo this week. Where is all this demand sitting, right?
Yep.
Like it is there. Like, people are still divorcing and having babies and getting married and taking new jobs, and they're stuck. And all that didn't happen. It's not like, oh, rates are high, people are stopping life. Like, life's still happening. And so one of the things I'm really going to talk a lot about is every deal that you didn't do in the last 3 years is literally waiting for you. It's waiting for you on the other side of this bust to boom transition. It's why we are boomsday prepping, which is one of the big overarching themes for FallCon, for the ASCEND Agent Expo. So really exciting stuff there. Oh, I saw a comment in the chat about my email this morning. So I did. I sent out my first ever brokerage-wide email this morning.
He actually sent it, guys, just so you know.
That was me.
Robert.
I wrote the email. I sent the email. If you get an email that says it's from me, rest assured I wrote it and I sent it. And I got about 250, 300 replies so far. That was maybe an hour ago when I looked, and there's still people waking up, which is crazy. Like, usually you send out an email list like that and you don't get a lot of replies. So thank you to everyone. And I am reading through. I may not be able to respond to all of the replies, but I am reading them all. And so know that when you get an email from that, it is me. And that is my natural writing style. That is not AI. Like I do use the occasional dash. I do use ellipsis sometimes. Like I've been writing sales copy for almost 20 years now. And so my writing style may look a little different, but that was 100% me. I wrote it. I'm excited to start doing that on a regular basis with everybody. If you didn't get it, I got to figure that out because I use the same mail list that we use for the
It's going to the promotions.
For the LPT updates. So one, check your spam folder and check your, promotions
folder,
your spam, your clutter, depending on who your mail provider is. And if I'm in there, move me out because that'll help. That'll make sure I get to the inbox next time. So if I'm in your spam or your junk, do me a favor and throw me into inbox because that'll help me get into other people's inboxes too. And then if not, I think what we're going to probably do is maybe set up a way like you shoot me an email or you go somewhere and register because I think there are some folks who maybe they don't use the email that we have on file as their primary email. Like I know I have like 3 or 4 emails. And so if I had signed up to LPT with the wrong email address, then it's going there. And I even got a few auto replies that were like, this is not an email address I monitor. And I'm like, well, that's great. Like the official email address for this agent at LPT where like we send notifications of like, hey, your file is missing conditions to get you paid or whatever is like on an autoresponder that's like, we don't monitor this inbox. So this may be good. I may help clean up the entire company's like email strategy because I'm getting the autoresponders and I'm going to see who actually gets the emails and replies and everything else. So if you didn't get it, we're going to figure out a way to have you do something, either send me an email or we're going to have you register somewhere. I mean, we're going to
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
We're going to have to talk through this.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
So that I can get you added. But we are emailing every single LPT agent's official on-file email address that we have. So, and I'm going to try to make that a regular thing. Obviously, we communicate regularly through Motivation Monday. The subject was like from RP : a quick note before Monday, I think. And it was from rp@lpt.com. It said Robert Palmer, CEO as like the from vanity name, and the actual email address I used is rp@lpt.com. It was sent at 8 o'clock Eastern time this morning. So keep an eye out for that. And look, if you didn't get it, shoot me an email at rp@lpt.com that says I didn't get it. And then we'll get you added to the list because I want to make sure everyone is on our email communications. So I'm going to try to make that a regular thing. Okay. I like writing. Yeah. Obviously I like coming on Zooms and talking more, but I like writing too. And so I'm excited to be able to start writing to you guys on a more regular basis. There we go. Thomas Nelson's got a little sample of it in there. From RP, a quick note before Monday.
So final words. You have FallCon. We've been preparing it for a long time. What are you most excited about? What should agents be most excited about coming to FallCon?
I spent a lot of time, obviously, writing what we're doing, like writing the topics, writing the content, creating the slides. We did the speaker prep meetings, which was great because that kind of helps move the ideas along. And what I'll tell you is as we're going through this, like my process is, and I haven't done this in years, when I'm going to, I do have the course books here. I have 2 of them. I have the Price Point Step Up and the AI Advantage. These are fantastic. A lot of great content. They're about 60 pages each, and there's one more of these that I have not picked up yet from the print shop for the 3 certifications. But as I go through it, I really try to say, okay, are we delivering the value, right? And remember, even though we made these certifications included as a part of FallCon, right? So we came out, FallCon was a $1,099 ticket because it's at the fancy hotel with the massive ballroom space and all the things versus being here at AIU where we can do it much more affordably. I've had some people ask, like, why is FallCon $1,099 and SpringCon is $299? And it really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's the location because I own this building And so it's really easy to do events here and keep costs under control, where when you go down to these big hotels, it's like, I mean, I think of every fall con ticket, like almost $400 of it is food, coffee, like hard costs, you know, and then plus on top of that, we got the room rentals and all the other stuff. So anyway, but what I realized is we wanted to bring more value than that. And so we had the idea of, all right, we were writing these 3 certifications. We were going to basically sell them next year through AIU. And I'm like, all right, we're going to give the certifications away to everybody who comes to FallCon so we can help drive more value. Like, we're going to spend this extra money. You know, they have to spend this extra money for tickets because we're doing it at a big event hotel instead of doing it at our facility. So we're going to bring these certifications. But so as I was writing the certifications, my bar is this worth $2,500? Because that was the original plan, was for these certifications, and that's what's going to happen next year. There are going to be agents who paid $2,500 for these certifications next year through AIU. And so as I'm writing and designing the curriculum, I'm constantly asking myself, are we delivering that? How is an agent going to take what's in this certification book and go make at least $2,500? Like, and so as I'm going through and I'm like, well, that nugget's worth $2,500 and that nugget's worth $2,500 and that nugget's worth like $10,000. And so I feel great that the content we are delivering is so valuable. And that's really what I'm excited to do. That, you know, being the brokerage here, like, again, I don't make my money by selling you guys, you know, training books. Like, we're here to build the biggest real estate brokerage in history, and I'm here to help, you know, 100,000 entrepreneurs reach their individual definition of success. And so being able to deliver this value in the framework of what we already do, but still the, you know, the copywriter in me and the course creator in me is always like, are we delivering the value? And I can tell you, Hodge, I've never felt so good about the number of like aha moments. I mean, I really went deep into the last probably decade worth of experience. Because the last time I put on a session like this was about 10 years ago when I did I forget, it was the 7 marketing strategies I used when I was broke or whatever. Like, that was the last, it was when I wrote the book Listing Power. And it's really been about a decade since I've done that. And so I took the last decade worth of all the lessons learned, everything we learned from launching LPT, all of the marketing stuff from RP Funding and the mortgage companies and listing power tools and everything, and got to put it into these 3 certifications, which is so timely because the boom is like, we are preparing for this boom, you know. And so we've got our Boomsday Prepper Manifesto, which I'm going to be giving from the stage. We've got our in-person influencer manifesto that I'll be giving from the stage. I am so excited about the value and the quality of business-changing ready-ups, business-changing aha moments that are coming starting this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right here at FallCon. So anyway, that always gets me excited, man. It's a labor of love.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I love doing it. I love, you know, I feel like I have a responsibility. You know, you all trusted me. You brought your business here to LPT. I don't take that lightly. I wake up every day. You know, I care about all of our agents. I want to make sure that all of our agents have that unfair advantage. I talk about that a lot. You can see it in how we built the brokerage. You can see it in how we move and how we perform and how we deliver. And it's really great to be able to kind of take that and bundle it up into the books and bundle it up into this 4-day session. All of that care and all of that desire I have for you to win, for you to be able to move faster when the market turns, for you to be able to show up like no one else, because we're going to talk about this week. Speed is very important when a market turns, right? Like, for the last 3 or 4 years, speed didn't matter. When the market starts to turn, when all of this volume unleashes, when every consumer that you didn't get to do business with the last 4 years because they've been waiting and delaying decides to come off the sidelines, speed is critical. And that's where these certifications, the AI, the price point step up, the in-person influencer, getting you in position, training yourself now, getting ready now, sharpening your skills, honing the tools, is about having that maximum speed to take advantage of the shift in the market. And again, I wake up thinking about, how do I make sure that every one of these amazing agents at LPT who I care deeply about is in the best position to win and accelerate when that happens. That's what we're doing, man.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
what we're going to unlock.
I saw a question in the chat. We're going to be, while anyone who ordered their virtual materials, you paid like regular shipping, I am paying for overnight because I want it to arrive to you on Wednesday morning. I don't want them getting there early and people are opening the books early and whatever. So everyone's workbooks who is virtual, as long as you went into Connect and ordered them to tell us that, because otherwise we don't know we need to ship you your books unless you went into Connect. So if you are planning on attending virtually, please get in there and order your books just like today. And all you do is pay for shipping. And you're just paying for ground shipping. And then I'm paying to upgrade it to overnight because I want them to leave here on Tuesday and arrive in your house Wednesday, FedEx priority, 10:30 a.m. so that the books aren't spread out. And I'm asking everybody, please do not post anything on the workbooks online. Like, please don't ruin it for anyone else. My virtual attendees, keep it to yourself. Hold it, as we tell Reagan, hold it in your heart. Like when she's really excited about something, we're like, baby, you just got to hold it in your heart. Like, I know you're so excited. I know you want to go shout from the rooftops. I know you want to put pictures of that page on social media, but I need you to hold it in your heart for me, baby. And so I'm asking all of you to please hold it in your heart as well. I see my wife in the chat that Reagan's watching Motivation Monday today. They have a parent-teacher work day today, so she's at home.
They are all out.
So hold it in your heart, because everyone else will not be getting their workbooks until they check into the conference Wednesday night. And I actually may hold the workbooks until Thursday morning because that's the first time we need them. They may just, we'll see. We'll figure out a check-in. But I'm excited, man. It's been a great process getting ready for this. I'm so excited about the dual events, really the 3 events going on. We've got virtual, where our folks who are from home will be able to follow along. We have you wired into one of the breakout sessions virtually, and then you'll be able to watch the recordings of the other 3, just like everyone else. Everybody only gets to go to one breakout session, then we can watch all of the recordings in the circle afterwards. We have our virtual Fall Con, we have our in-person Fall Con, and then we have the live ASCEND Agent Expo. And it is going to be an absolutely amazing week. So marching orders, if you're coming, come ready to learn, come ready to find value, come ready to focus and change your business. My biggest fear is that people come and they don't actually put this stuff into use in their business. And we see that, and I really focus on that a lot. It's not one thing just to say like, hey, I'm gonna give you all this knowledge. I gotta make sure you're excited enough about it to actually go do it and use it. And that's sometimes harder than even writing it and putting it together. And so I'm going to really continue to make sure everyone stays motivated and excited about putting all of this stuff to work in your business. Come ready to learn, come ready to win, whether you're going to the Agent Expo or Fall Con. And then please help us get the word out. We want as many, like I very rarely talk about recruiting. Like this thing grows very well because of the model and because we care and because of the tools and everything else. This is a time I want us to get loud as a family. I want us to get loud. I want us to turn this Agent Expo into the biggest LPT recruiting event that the world has ever seen, because our booths are there. These other amazing vendors are there. I want them to get value from this. Like, I want everybody else to win. I'm at a point in my life I get to wake up every day saying, how do I make sure that everybody else wins? And coming to the Agent Expo and getting loud on social media about why everyone you're connected to should go to the Agent Expo, and going to the Agent Expo Facebook page and saying interested or going, let's light that thing up and let's make that a sonic boom as we're Boomsday prepping inside of our industry, so everybody knows LPT just did it big at the combination of Fall Con and the free ASCEND Agent Expo. So do that for me. I very rarely ask you guys for a favor. This is the favor I'm asking for. Get loud about why everyone who can get here by car, by plane, by horse, by boat, whatever they got to do, should come to the ASCEND Agent Expo. And then everybody who's already coming to Fall Con, I will see you Wednesday night, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun together. So make it a great week. Please plug in one way or another. And have a great one. And we'll see you next week back here on Motivation Monday. For those of you who don't make it out, and keep an eye on your inbox for more emails from me.